Good morning. So this book came out recently, and in light of my totally not placed and planned tarot pull this morning, I'm gonna read it because I need just some fluffy romance in my life at this point. I've been reading too many heavy books. I'm getting burnt out and I just need something to really kick that spark back into reading because I'm just not feeling it at this minute. Love on the Brain is a contemporary romance novel written by Hazelwood, who wrote The Love Hypothesis, which I read last year and absolutely loved. I devoured it. It was fabulous, and I'm hoping that Love on the Brain does the same thing. Similar to The Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain is based in science, and our main girl B, she's just received her dream job at NASA. However, she has to co-lead the team with her arch nemesis from studying in college. His name is Levi. He is like, once again, tall, dark, broody and handsome, and there's just some tension. I am like admittedly about 80 pages into this already and I'm having a good time. I read most of this last night when we were watching the football because I am not a sports ball person. I am ready to feel some feelings. I'm ready to fall in love with reading again, and I am ready for another coffee. So we're gonna organize that situation and read. Something that I didn't mention before also is that I have some hectic vertigo today. So anytime I move my head out of its like straightforward plane or like slightly here and there, I fall over, which was really fun yesterday when I was at the bookstore and knelt down to look at a lower shelf and I fell over. But I am subsequently feeling rather under the weather today. So just bear with me for that reason, because she's a tired bean. She is a tired, dizzy bean. Don't know what it's from, don't know why I've got it, but I do. We're just gonna work through it today. We're gonna work through the vertigo. Ooh, I was filming that whole time. Hi, we're back from shopping and groceries was hectic. So many people, but we get naan for dinner and I'm so excited because I'm a real adult and I can eat naan bread for dinner. I will tell you my thoughts about the book so far because I have some and I'm at page 100. I am really enjoying once again the science aspect of the book. I enjoy that all of the titles are parts of the brain as well, which is super cool, and it makes sense as to why I like Love on the Brain. She's a brain scientist, it makes so much sense. I do, however, think that like the murder fantasies, it's just a bit much. It's just a bit much for the character. I wasn't a super fan of that. But I am a huge fan of the secret fame trope, or like the secret identity trope, because it just makes all the secrets coming out that much more fun and interesting. So that's something that I'm looking forward to and that I'm excited for. I don't know what it is about Hazelwood's writing and like books like this in general that make me so weak at the knees for men who can lift water coolers above like mid-height onto the water cooler with one arm. Why is that something that I am attracted to? I don't know, but now I know that it is. Alright, I'm gonna finish this and then we're gonna go and read some more. I fell asleep. Not ideal for, you know, reading. You kind of need to be conscious for that. So I've done no more of that since returning from the grocery store and eating dinner, and now, which is like 6 p.m. I am having a coffee to re-wake myself for this period of the night. But I'm also spending a small chunk of time now editing the video that you will have already seen by this point. So I need to spend some time doing that, and then I'm going to sit down and I'm going to read my book because I just want to get to the good stuff. I just want to feel the romance and the feels. It's happening, it's starting. We're starting to get some clarity between them. The thing that I'm liking about this is that it's not just miscommunication type stuff. It's not just like enemies and hate. He genuinely does like her, and we already know this because he's never once said that he didn't like her, but she's just like, oh, he hates me, which is not my favorite trait in a female main character, to be completely fair with you, but we sacrifice some things here and there for the greater good. So, cheers, Godspeed to every single one of us that are trying to get through tonight. Hi, it's me. I am not going to finish this tonight, so I'm just gonna sign off here until I can speak with you at a different time tomorrow. So, chat to you in the morning of the next day. Hello, I have made it this far in Love on the Brain in 4 days. So Sunday happened, then Monday happened, and naturally with Monday also comes work, and with work comes no reading, generally. So on Monday, I did exactly no reading. Tuesday, I did read some. I managed a few pages at best. And so now we're here. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and we are still reading Love on the Brain. It is not through lack of interest, and it is not through any fault of the book. It is purely my own and my own scheduling and timing. So I'm going to spend the next several hours reading this book if it kills me. It does not help that also on Sunday and Monday night and Tuesday night, Jared and I fell into watching Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, both of which are fantastic if you have not watched them, by the way. Lord of the Rings, far superior, in my opinion. Good morning. So we have to multitask and get ready for work and talk to you about the book at the same time because I'm late always. There are certain aspects about this book that I'm really enjoying, and I'm enjoying that it is incredibly easy and it's like crack to read, and I think that that's a product of the story and the easy writing, which is amazing. However, just some of the things that are in this book are just a bit cringe, and like this is among my only criticisms for it so far, but it feels like the manic pixie dream girl trope. That's really what this feels like. She's quirky, she's like quote unquote perfect, he's quote unquote perfect, there's never any flaws. I mean, I might have got to the flaw, I haven't got to the flaws yet maybe, but they're just not currently right there. But yeah, that's roughly where we're at. We did it, we finished Love on the Brain, finally. It took us a good hot minute. It took us a good hot 4 to 5 days to actually finish this book, but we did it. I read the second half almost all in one sitting, and it was fun. I already kind of talked about some of my gripes with the book, but I guess just to sort of summarize, I think that overall, Ali Hazelwood has managed to encapsulate my brand of perfect fictional man into one genre of her creation. So that's fun. That's a reason that I enjoy the series. However, I do think that our main girl B was maybe a little bit too much of like a manic pixie dream girl, and it took me way too closely to like the early 2010s of reading in that genre. Not to say that I didn't like her, because I did. I think that she was definitely a strong main character and she had her own presence and it was all good, fine and dandy. A bit too much focus on Mary Curie. There was like a whole section at the end where I don't know why we were talking about her, and I just wanted to know about the characters and not Mary Curie. But you know, whatever. I definitely think that the Love Hypothesis was potentially stronger than this one, or it's that the Love Hypothesis was like the first of that genre that I have read, so then I think it's stronger, but I don't actually know if it's stronger. Like Ali Hazelwood romance science blend. Potentially Love on the Brain was like a little bit too similar in terms of story progression and content and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I just think Love Hypothesis hit me a bit harder than this one did, but in saying that, I did still like it, I did still rate it quite highly, and I had a fun time, which is really why we're here, isn't it? We're just here to have a good time. I just needed it to escape my life for like 5 days.
that's kind of all my thoughts for Love on the Brain. Had a good time. Tick. Great job, Ellie Hazelwood, you've done it again. I still haven't read her other 3 like little novella ones yet. I do need to get there. That'll be something that I put on my to-do list eventually in the future. But I'm literally staring at a pile of like 30 books that I've recently purchased in like the last 2 weeks that kind of require my attention a little bit earlier than the other ones that I don't own currently. But that's it. That's Love on the Brain. I hope you enjoyed this book as well, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me read this book, even though it is super scattered, and I'm very fully aware of how scattered this video was. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day or night or whatever time it is where you are. Wow, that was hard to get out. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!